Aloha. I wanted to go ahead and make a quick video to show you the Kava plant, Piper methysticum, which is in the Piperaceae family, the same family as black pepper. And I realize that not everyone may be familiar with Kava or just heard of it, or you may know a lot about Kava. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around and show you the plant. Alright, so here we go. So this is Kava, known as Piper methysticum, also in the Piperaceae family, in the pepper family, same family as black pepper. And the variety we have here is called Nene. It is a Hawaiian variety. There's about, I think, 12 or 13 Hawaiian varieties, and they're pretty unique to Hawaii. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But this one is Nene. It has these green stems with specks on it. There's other morphological features, but the primary feature of all Kava is that it has these internodes, which are from this node, this part of the plant here, all the way to this node. So this is known as one whole stem, and then you have nodes, which are internodes. A lot of internodes on the plant, which make it distinct in that aspect. Different varieties have different ways that these may be shorter or longer, and then there's different color variations as well. And let's go ahead and look over here. I wanted to show you the leaf of a Kava. It kind of looks like a heart, yeah. But one of the characteristics of the Kava leaf, because there's some that look like this, like false Ava, is that from where the stem and the vein connect, there would be 9 to 13 individual veins coming from this point. And on the false Ava, you have a midrib vein that goes all the way through, and then the veins can come from that midrib vein. So that's the difference in the leaf. One of the main differences in the leaf. So yeah, this is I have another variety here. It's a little smaller, but this is about 8 years old, this variety here. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it around one more time. All right, so now that we got that underway, Kava has been around in the Pacific area for about 3,000 years or so. It's thought to be originated in Vanuatu, in the northern part of Vanuatu, which it came from a wild cultivar called Piper methysticum variety, which manii, or which mani, depends who you ask, I guess. But yeah, from that cultivar, people go ahead, and this is vegetatively propagated. So they take these internodes, these stems, and then they grow them from the stems, where the new growth comes out from areas like this node here, and that's how it's grown. It's traditionally been drank with water, aqueous extract. So you basically would take the stumps and the roots and grind them up with water and then consume it that way. You strain it and consume it that way. And for a long time, that's how it's done. And there was some controversy with Kava in the past, where studies were using solvent extracts and acetone extract, and there was other implications with people on medication and things like that. So the science was kind of faulty to begin with, and they banned it in 2002 in many countries due to liver toxicity issues. But there has been numerous studies done since then, and there has actually shown that in traditional context it's actually safe, and that's starting to turn around. With that said, this leads me to my project, where the market will open up, and why I'm going to Vanuatu, because they do have noble varieties. They have tudei varieties, which are said to be the stronger varieties from Papua New Guinea and other places. And then there's ignoble varieties and wild varieties. The noble varieties are the best ones for market and consumption. But also in Hawaii, we have a lot of cultivars. As I may have mentioned, there's about 12 or 13. And what's interesting is that you can take the chemotypes, the DNA basically of the kava plant, and look at them based on their kava, different kava lactone chemical composition. There's about 6 that are primarily looked at, and about 16 in general, but 6 are the ones that have the most focus. And what they do is they take a chemotype, like 1 through 6, and it identifies the plant. So what's interesting in Hawaii is that they usually, not all the time, but usually start in a number 4, 6. And for example, in Vanuatu, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I know the number is different. I think it's like 2, 5 or 2, 6, for example, is how it would start. And that's indicative of the kava lactone that it's representing as well. So you might have a 6-letter, well, you have six letters, like, I'm sorry, 6 numbers that correspond to the kava lactone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if, for, like I said, Hawaii would be 4, 6, for example. And there's a lot of great kava cultivars that are awesome for drinking. Some people think, oh, kava tastes like dirt. You got to get over that and kind of appreciate it for what it is as well. And I think that every variety is different. Some are more intense than others, especially the tudei varieties. Nene is a really great smooth variety. So it depends on the variety, and what I'm looking at is how people choose those varieties and why they choose it, and also the other factors we've discussed. But yeah, primarily what I want to do is just show you what I wanted to do is just show you the plant, and I hope you're able to come to a newfound appreciation of kava. It is also a very sacred plant, grown all over the Pacific region. So also, I think I said it, but it's used medicinally for anxiety, depression, pain, and a lot of other things. Insomnia and things of that nature. So it has a lot of medicinal applications as well. And what's great about it is that it's sometimes compared to alcohol, except that you have complete mental clarity when you're consuming kava. You may get the sedative effect because it is a psychoactive plant, but that's not usually long lasting. And there's very rare instances when there's liver toxicity, if at all. Especially in a traditional context, that's not something that's commonly heard of. So anyway, I hope you learned about the plant, and if you find it interesting, I hope you'll be able to support my campaign, and I appreciate that. So with that, I'm signing off. Thank you, much love, and aloha.